Everybody chill.
Hello! Welcome to CharmedPersons presents Curse of Strahd. Join our Discord. Let's just go for it. A charmed family where you can see some behind the scenes cast chat and interact with other fine folks in there and look at pictures of dogs and cats. Great. This Sunday is the continuing Campaign 3 adventure of the Concerned Citizens. How will they deal with a tragic loss? You'll find out. And then that's it until Thursday, where we are continuing Monster Hearts sophomore year. One of the last episodes before summer break. Okay. Last time. I need to pull out my notes to get exactly what happened, because there's a lot of specific numbers. The party made their way down Mount Gacchus in pursuit of the village of Barovia that was on fire. You dropped Casimir the Dusk Elf off without even going into the Dusk Elf encampment.
We white-fanged Casimir.
Yeah, we
Yes.
went to Casimir.
You continued until you found the old ruined village of Berez that you had once fought a hag, where you found Francesca there, who was with the Dusk Elves growing up, but is not a Dusk Elf herself and has left them. She traveled with you further down the road until you found the wagon that used to belong to Rudolph van Richten when he was under the alias of Rictavio. There you found vial of blood. It says in case of failure. And then you found some vials and different monster hunting tools, and a sending message from Petra to Van Richten indicated that he was disappointed in Petra in some way. And that's it. You continued forth past the now broken and almost abandoned city of Valaki, where you found a little tiny shop in town that had long been abandoned, that was full of costumes and other trinkets and jewelry. And Piddlewick took you by the hand, Proximus, into the back, where you found other dolls half finished that looked just like him. And you surmised from talking to Piddlewick that somehow he is Fritz, the real person. If you're Fritz's body, perhaps Piddlewick is Fritz's soul in this doll. But you also decided to have a costume change. I believe you put on a bunch of fedoras and monocles and top hats. Yes, Tom is wearing a red coat with tails, I believe. You also told your pets, or your companion, maybe not your pets, Bloodthorn, to summon his allies from the forest. And triumphantly coming into the open, you found 3 chimpanzees, 2 rams, and 2 60-pound rabbits who were scared off at one point, but came back when or at least a chimpanzee came back when you were trying on clothes, and it stole a fedora.
That's right.
I definitely have to get that in the recap there. That happened. And you continued on past the turn-in that would be to Castle Ravenloft, that sits up on this giant pillar overlooking the valley like some gargoyle perched, and headed down the old Sphalic road down into the valley, where you found the village of Barovia, where you, Ismark, where the former burgomaster, is on fire. You snuck up looked through the streets to find that it's kind of chaotic. Many of the buildings are active, like burning infernos. People are screaming, and you see some people like running into burning buildings, clearly trying to like get people that are trapped inside. There's a lot of chaos going on, but yeah, you do not see any actual dead bodies. But you do see standing in the middle of the square is someone you're very familiar with. Gabriel, in his blackened armor and blackened wings, holding the sun sword to his side. A brilliant sword that radiates like the sun, but you can tell that it's struggling. There's like occasional flicker with black before becoming radiant again. And next to him, by his side, is his trusty skeletal warhorse, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, who stands triumphantly in the center of the town. You also see these creatures that are all around the city that seem to be the cause of the flames. Sunrays. They look like specters or phantoms, but they are made from like blinding, radiant fire. And they move like a phantom, but everything they touch is just igniting in flames. And they are like actively pursuing some of the citizens who some of them seem to be standing up to them. Others are retreating. Others are trying to help others. And with that, I need you all to roll initiative.
Done.
Holy shit. Done. And put in the turn order, sir.
Wow. We're so prepared. Petra, what was your initiative?
16.
Mine too.
Wow, you're so much
Aw.
faster than me, though.
Yeah, I definitely got a higher dex than you.
All right.
I like in the Roll20 chat, Zach's last note is just, well, fuck me.
I just said that today when I logged into the Roll20 looking at this map.
Nice. Okay. Proximus, it is your turn.
Holy shit.
Big turn, Proximus.
You
Cool.
are standing in the alleyway of this town, in the middle of the town. You're at the edge of the map here, but there's a street and houses and more people running behind you. But you are, 100 feet away from Gabe right now, who is actually flying 30 feet in the air.
That's cool.
What do you do?
Holy shit.
I am going to bonus action Form of Dread. So I'm going to gain. Let's see. Please be good. Please be good. It's not great. That's 12 temporary HP. And I think in this instance, I'm going to, as usual, get a little more lanky, and to mimic the individual that I'm seeing before me that apparently created me. My ribs are going to break out from my back and spread out to what looks like wings being made from my ribs.
Cool.
And I am going to lob 2 Eldritch Blasts at Gabe.
All right.
The first one is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Second one is a 20 to hit.
Yep, both hit.
Cool. And with my Grave Touched feature, the first one is going to be necrotic damage, and I get to roll an extra die on that, so that's 2d10 plus 5 for 1 Eldritch Blast. Ooh, but it's bad.
It's bad.
It sure is.
It's bad.
That's just 10 points of necrotic damage for the first one.
Right.
And then 7 force damage for the second.
Hey,
All right.
you're starting us off strong.
All right. The 2 Eldritch Blasts hits Gabe in the chest, and he reacts, but is very kind of stoic and stone-faced still.
Cool. And I'm gonna skitter on over to hide in this alleyway.
Proximus would scare.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
He's literally probably like.
Yeah, like, yeah, of course.
He's the hereditary mom, just like.
Yeah.
Proximus, as you skitter into this little alleyway, the building right next to you is ablaze, and you can feel the heat coming. And you can clearly hear that there is someone inside, like, yelling for help.
Sucks to be them.
I will peer into the...
We're a little...
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I ain't no hero.
I'm so bad at perception. 11.
You look in, the living room is completely aflame, but you do hear someone that you can't see, like, very, like, softly, groaningly yelling for help. Seems to be an older man.
Cool. I will, as best I can communicate, relay that to the others.
All right. That's your turn.
That is my turn.
Busy work.
Yeah. The sun rays all
Oh fuck.
come back here. And this one lights this building on fire.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
Building on fire.
You see the citizens around you are looking to you for guidance, but these ones just run in after this sun ray, clearly trying to find someone. You see these ones come over to you, Proximus, and they try to like get in, but they are stopped by the heat. A couple of them kind of fleeing, and now the square itself is mostly empty, but you can still hear the cries of many people around. Oz, it's your turn.
Every single citizen just ran into a burning building. Can I see that sun wraith over there?
Which one?
This one, the one to the north of me.
Oh, you can see that it went inside the house.
Okay, so I can't see it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, they're idiots. Sorry. I'm going to, take my bombastic blaster. And I'm gonna steady a shot. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fire. Petra, if you think you could talk to him, I'd get to doing it. Oh, that's nice. That's a 16 on the die, plus 9. 25. Just 25 hit, Matthew?
Yes.
Perfect.
God.
So, with that being the case...
It'd be devastating if 25 didn't hit.
I know.
He is a paladin.
I'm going to do...
Oliver's not far off.
Okay. Oh, not great. 9 points of magical piercing damage. And then... not great. 10 points of lightning damage as the bullet explodes as it hits him. And then I need him to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to use a grip point here.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
DC 17.
Fail.
Yes! Okay, so I used a grip point for a dazing shot. On a hit, using a grip point, the creature takes damage, it must make a Constitution saving throw, or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
Ooh, nice.
So I hit him with that bullet, and it just kind of sends him reeling a little, and then I'm just going to fire with a regular bullet with my extra attack. Which is a 18 plus 9, 27, for a total of 12 points of regular piercing damage. Does that matter? Do I notice anything about
Yes, he's definitely resistant to the regular
Okay.
Piercing
okay.
damage.
Good to know. And then with my bonus action, I will fire again with the magical one, but not blaster bullet. Ooh, that's not great. 13. That's gonna miss.
Misses.
Okie dokie. And that's gonna be my full turn.
All right, you're still up on that rooftop.
Yep, staying right there.
Cool.
Not really
can you
trying to hide at this point anymore. I'm like standing up straight, like.
Nice. Can you make a perception check?
Yes, of course. Gladly. Natural 20.
Oh, okay, nice. When you shot Gabe, he clearly got hit and it clearly hurt him. And in fact, he's like dazed while flying, and you see him kind of like he's falling. But he has not fallen to the ground. He's just like a little bit out of it.
Okay.
But you also see right next to you on this building is a let's see, a tiny raven that is perched on this building, and it looks at you with the clear eyes of a were-raven to you, and it kind of like hops over to you, and gives you the help action.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right.
Petra, it is your turn.
Okay, Petra does one thing, looking around at their friends nearby, knowing that we have to keep our buddies safe. She grabs the holy symbol, utters a prayer, and activates the channel divinity Twilight Sanctuary, which as an action, present your holy symbol and a sphere of twilight emanates from you. The sphere is centered on you, has a 30-foot radius, and is filled with dim light. The sphere moves with you, and it lasts for 1 minute or until I am incapacitated or I die. Whenever a creature, including myself, ends its turn in that sphere, I can grant that creature either 1d6 plus 10 temporary hit points, or end the effect, causing it to be charmed or frightened. I've done this a bunch of times, but just as a reminder. So,
Right, you got your little radius very big.
thank you. Yep.
It's very big.
Very big. That's my action. I
like to hear that, like, I like to think that, like, Petra's voice, like, echoes throughout the nearby area.
Yeah. I take, like, maybe
Night of the
15
Crimson
steps forward and look to Gabe. And can I make, like, maybe an insight check?
Yes, make an insight check.
It's a 21.
He is clearly not the Gabe that you remember, at least in the eyes. He looks a little blank behind the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And like doesn't seem to recognize you. And you actually can tell, I think, with that insight that he's not looking at you. He's looking at your holy symbol specifically.
Yeah. I look to him and his sword of sunlight, and it is like that corrupted, darkened, like version of it now.
Yeah, you can see that the sun sword is like trying to reclaim it. There are, flashes of bright, brilliant sunlight, but it is just kind of mostly darkened.
I am at a loss for words for him. Looking at him and seeing that this is like the destruction that he's brought here. We could have been the new hope, the new dawn for this place, and I am a bit broken. And I do mutter a prayer. Just help me reclaim whatever parts are left to be reclaimed.
Can you make a religion check?
Mm-hmm. It's a dirty 20.
As you close your eyes and utter this prayer, a prayer that you have probably uttered a lot in your life, even before Barovia, and every time has kind of given you a little bit of warmth. And you can feel your now human body like tingle with emotions and anticipation in a way that your revenant body would never. But your prayer rings out in your mind, and there's a second where you think it has been received. But that second is snatched from you in an instant. You just see like a slight glimmer in Gabe's eyes, as if he knew. Ismark, it's your turn.
Did you say that prayer out loud or in your head, Petra?
I said it quietly, like yeah.
Do you think I would have heard you?
How far away is this?
15 feet away.
Sure, yeah, I would say probably.
As I'm going by you, I'll just say, there's going to be nothing to reclaim when I'm done with him. And then I'm going to fly 40 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. And in midair, I'm going to rage and enlarge.
Yes.
If you could swallowify me. Thank you. And then as I'm going towards him, I'm going to start spinning. I'm going to release my greatsword at him. It has a throw of 20 feet. I'm going to do it recklessly. So I have advantage. That's a natural 20. That's a saxophone on the dice. I love the full thing.
That hits.
I'm going to choose lightning damage.
TPK today, Matt.
So that's immediately 18 points of damage.
Don't tempt it like that, Zach.
Do I have to say anything
Right,
between lightning and regular damage, or is that
No.
everything? So 18 points of damage, and then an additional 6, 8, 12, so 36, 38 points of damage.
Damn.
I'm gonna attack again. It's a 19, which is a critical hit for me.
Okay, yep.
So that's another. Oh, that's not good. 2, 5, 11, 13, so 31 points of damage. And then as my bonus action, since I did a critical hit, I get another attack with my feet. It's going to be a 26.
Yep.
And that'll be 1, 5, 7, 13, 15 points of damage.
Holy shit.
And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack 2 more times.
So you're throwing your giant greatsword.
Every time, then it comes back into my hand each
Cool.
time after I hit or miss.
Cool.
Almost another crit. 28 to hit.
Yep.
Where'd you get this sword again?
Somebody gave it to me. It's a +2 greatsword. I don't remember.
Vladimir,
Vlad-
the
Oh yeah. That's
the
right.
Revenant.
6, 11, 13, 19, 21 points of damage. And then that last attack is a 27 to hit.
Yep.
It's going to be 4, 7, 13, 15 points of damage.
Wow.
If you want to bump him up a bit, Matt, I'm not gonna blame you. It's okay, man. No one's gonna touch you.
I mean, he is past bloodied.
Oh shit!
You fucked with the wrong Burgomaster, Gabe.
Ismark, can you roll a perception check?
Sure can. 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay. Of course, you were the burgomaster of the village here. The village of Barovia is a weird place to have grown up, I think, because it sits at the foothills of the castle that's, peers down from it, and everyone, the entire life is ruled by your fear of Strahd. But I think, during your life, there was a lot of tragedy, But for the most part, Strahd never came here. Except for one time, which is when he sent his spawn and killed your father and tried to take your sister, which
Right.
is also soon before you met Petra for the first time. So you don't know why the village is being destroyed now, but something has switched.
Okay.
You also hear people screaming. You look over at this burning building that's up here, and you recognize that to be the building of the new Reverend, Reverend John. The old Reverend, of course, was killed by Gabe.
Yep.
But you can hear him screaming inside, and it's clearly in a lot of trouble.
Okay. All right. Ismark has so much beef with Gabe. It's crazy. They
Uh,
met for 5 minutes,
yeah.
and then other than that, he's just been a menace.
Yevgeny looks to you, Proximus, and goes, I guess I'll go in there and help out. He disappears inside.
Oh shit! Nice.
He's gonna roll check.
He's covered in fur, running into a burning building.
Yeah, he is literally wearing fur. Okay, you don't quite see what's happening. Okay, it's Gabe's turn. Actually, right before his turn, actually, he's going to use a legendary action to
I'm a legend, son.
To shadow step there.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck.
And then he is on his turn. Turns to you, Ismark. Clearly injured, but stone faced. Doesn't say a word to you. But he does attack you.
Okay.
Did you attack recklessly?
I did. I do have protection from evil and good, and they do have disadvantage because they're dazed.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know if they're an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, but that
Yeah.
just gives them disadvantage, which they.
Okay, so because I think the disadvantage cancel out. This is a straight roll.
Yeah. I also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them if that comes into play.
All right, nice, dang. First of all,
First level spell.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ruh-roh, raggy.
I'm not good at those. Oh, I did that. 15.
Fail.
Great.
You take 34 points of
Ooh.
psychic damage.
Okay.
And you can tell that this is just from being close to Gabe. And
Whoa.
you hear these reverberating screams in your head.
Oh, he's
Of-
the new fuck.
You can hear Father Donovich's scream in his last moment. You realize these are the people that Gabe has killed.
Is this similar to the screams that we saw with the other dude?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's his bonus action. His action, he's going to attack you.
Well, that was his legendary action, right? Or was legendary action a shadow step?
Legendary action was the Shadow Step.
Oh, okay.
That was, the Deathly Choir was his bonus action. And then 2 attacks. 15 to hit.
Miss. 16 AC.
And then again, okay, 19 to hit.
Is that with disadvantage?
They cancel out, right?
You're right.
It was a straight roll.
Straight roll. Okay. So he's also going to
Yeah.
add a Divine Smite to this.
But the slashing damage will be halved.
Okay. Yes.
Shamana.
Even if it's magical?
Yeah, I think so. It's all basically all physical damage, just not.
Wow.
It just says you have
Oh,
resistance
wow.
to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Doesn't say anything.
Okay. So you take 14 slashing, half to 7, and then 7 radiant from the Sun Sword, and then 2 more from the Divine Smite. So
2 ones. That fucking
16 total.
16?
Bro.
16 total.
Plus 34 taken earlier.
Oh yeah.
So he definitely took a hit.
Okay.
thought I
That's-
got Gabe.
That's his turn. Arabelle's turn. Arabelle runs up to you, Proximus.
This is too easy.
And she says, Proxy, I don't know how this is going to go, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm really proud of you, and I think that you're going to be the best Proximus that's ever been. She puts her hand on your shoulder. Can you roll a d20?
Can. Do. 8.
All right. Arabelle has given you essentially a portent roll of 8, which means anytime you can change anyone's roll around you to an 8. However,
I just
that helps.
give a very unnaturally wide smile.
And then you see her run past you and disappear around the bend. Yara, Oz, you can see Yara dashes into this house. Doesn't even say anything, just dashes. Tom's turn.
Come on, Tom.
Tom.
Magical, now's the time to show it, Tom. You got some powers.
Tom has been a god this entire time.
Yes. Tom pulls out a short sword. He steps forward. Steps forward right to here.
What are you doing, Tom? Get out of here, Tom.
He looks to you, Ismark, and he says, "This is my town too. I won't let them kill him. I won't let them destroy it." And he's going to attack one time. He only has one attack. And
Tom's attacking Gabe?
Yeah, Tom ran right up to Gabe.
Oh, buddy, that's confident.
He misses pathetically.
I'm forgetting to give people their temporary HP. Also.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be important.
I don't technically need it because I already have temp HP from Form of Dread.
Oh, sure. The horse.
The horse
Oh,
has
God.
a speed of 30 feet and is going to charge at Ismark.
Does the horse not recognize Ismark? Oh, I guess they didn't really have to. Actually, no, the horse wasn't around for Ismark.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I never
It's
met
going
this
to
fucking horse.
attack you.
Ismark has 11 temporary HP.
11. Okay.
16 hit, straight roll.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Whoa.
Okay, you take 8 bludgeoning, and I need you to actually, because of the charge, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
That animal's gonna handle you.
That's 4 from
Boo.
the bludgeoning, and I get to make it at advantage
You
because
do,
of raging.
Boo!
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good. 26. No,
Okay,
yeah,
you do not get knocked prone. You take 15 bludgeoning, but it's halved to 7. This giant skeletal warhorse runs up and jumps to smash into you, and it just hits a brick wall. It just doesn't go anywhere. Okay.
It was just my
Proximus.
temp HP that I lost. Thank you, Petra.
Okay, so I'm going to skitter again, just a little bit out, peek my head around, and I'm going to cast Hex
Yeah.
on Gabe. And I'm going to choose. He's going to have disadvantage on strength ability checks while this is on
Okay.
him. So as my bonus action to cast Hex, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 18.
Fail.
Hell yeah! So I think I'm reach out, creepy fingers, and I'm condensing the whispers around his body, and they're reverberating around him, and that's going to actually because of my yeah. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, because of my Grave Touch feat, that's going to be 3d12.
Damn. Yeah.
Please
Nice.
be good.
Wow.
Ooh! That is 20 points of necrotic damage.
Damn. Okay, nice.
Oh wait, plus plus hex. So hex is an extra d6. So 25.
Damn. Okay, that hurts him. He's looking pretty injured.
Tom
Nice.
gets 12 points of temporary healing with.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
He's gonna
actually
need
I
very
was going to save
Yeah.
Tom's life.
And then I will just move back into cover. And that's going to be my turn.
Proximus gets
helpful.
12 points of temporary HP. I don't know if that's better than what you've got or not.
It's exactly what I have. So,
Okay.
cool.
Can someone roll 2d6 plus 1 for me?
Got you.
I like
Is this
making
how
you
many
roll this.
citizens die?
It's 2d6 plus 1, you
Yeah,
said?
plus 1.
It's 8 total.
Okay.
What are you doing, man?
Gabe's eyes suddenly flash all gold and yellow. And his sword begins to like grow. It's for a second, it's not just the sword, it's expanding into this like brilliant flash of light.
With Super Saiyan.
And you see 8 sun rays just
Oh,
are born from the tip of it.
Oh.
That's not good. That's actually quite bad. Damn, from just the tip?
Ooh.
Nice.
Just asking a clarifying question.
They are like
Oh
literally
my god, I'm covered in his.
they're like literally raised
Don't-
from the golden flames of the sword and are suddenly like living phantoms.
All right, this is
Okay.
less than ideal.
They are going to attack you.
Yep.
Okay.
Kill Tom, dude. Finally.
I don't see Tom getting out of this one.
I hope not.
What is your problem?
It's just the energy that you've given anything I've ever created.
Okay.
That's not true. We like Xander.
Barely.
We tolerate that.
Yeah, you tolerate it.
Okay, the 3 attacks against you. First one misses. Ismark.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, the last one hits. for
Blight of the
14 radiant.
fucking Morning Lord? Holy shit.
Are they select? No, should it just be straight
They're,
roll? Yeah.
yeah, they're undead.
So 14.
These ones surround you, Petra.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
One of them is going to attack Tom.
Yes!
Doesn't look like Tom is the priority here, though.
This looks very familiar to the last TPK, honestly.
No,
It
it
does,
doesn't.
Yeah, the spawning things. Yep.
Yeah.
Petra, you're going to take 5 attacks. Tom
Sure.
Tom still has his temp HP, so.
Yeah.
It got out of hand real quickly in that last TPK.
What's your armor class, Petra?
19.
Okay, 2, 3.
Oof.
Oh! Oh! 3
I-
hits and a nat 20?
Why?
I literally rolled 3 19s in a row and then a natural 20. That was
I had to
Oh.
just say that out loud for the viewers. 3 hits and 3 19s and then a 20. That's it.
You gonna be
You had
okay?
to-
You
you
gonna
had to
you're
say
gonna be
it for
okay?
me.
Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be
You
okay?
had to say it for me too, because I also missed what the fuck just happened because I wasn't looking at the.
Oh my
chat.
god! Oh my god!
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
you
Sick.
take 27 plus 9 is 36 plus 7 is 43 plus 17 is 60. 60 points of radiant.
Holy shit.
You're good, right?
Eric, why'd you say this was too easy earlier?
I did not.
No, I know it was me.
I was like, that was for sure
don't,
Zach.
don't put that on me.
Eric's like, do not gaslight me right now.
I'm not in the mood.
God damn it,
Yeah.
where's all my stuff concentration?
You see, like, these attacks hit and like immediately singe the new clothes. That
Oh my
we,
gosh.
Like,
Wait,
Just-
wait.
I know we never look at the chat, but I just gotta say, JT Smiling's in the chat. That's my mother. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Everyone, be cool. Could I have turned that nat? Could I have used my portent die to turn the nat 20 on Petra to an 8?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can.
nice. Yeah.
Great, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, so you
Good
can
idea.
remove 27 damage.
sick. And we said that I'm the only one doing support.
Nice. Okay, that's
Thank
the
you very much.
Sunway's
Oh my
turn.
god. Yeah.
Technically, the Rebel did that, but I'll take credit for it.
Ismark, you see a couple of citizens come up behind, and they are going to like throw javelins at the horse.
At you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The horse takes 4 damage, but turns away from you.
The horse takes 4 damage.
And you hear one of them go, "Ismark, we got you!"
I just from like the flames, you just see a giant thumbs up, just like.
Yeah, you're literally a giant. Oz, it is your turn.
All right. All hell has broken loose, almost literally. I'm still on top of this building. I got a shot on Gabe, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and I'm a sharpshooter, so I ignore 3/4 cover anyway.
I managed to keep concentration through all of that, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
wow,
Nice.
absolutely amazing. Thank God you got to roll for each one. Okay. Yeah, I am going to... Seeing this happen, I'm just gonna unload on Gabe here, hoping that maybe if the sword dies down, the sun wraiths go away. I don't know. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna look at the raven next to me, and I'm gonna say, "Welcome to the party." And then I'm gonna fire with the magic bomb blaster at advantage, which means
advantage.
I'm gonna do a sharpshooter shot,
Nice.
subtracting 5 to the roll, but adding 10 to the damage. That is a 12 minus 5, which I don't think is gonna be great. 7 plus 9, 16.
Misses.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'll do the next one. Not at advantage, right? It was only for one attack.
Yep.
Fuck.
Just one.
Okay. That's better. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
This is non-magical damage, though. Unfortunately, 6 plus 7, 13 points of non-magical damage. And I will then, with my bonus action, fire again with the magic blaster. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Doing 10 points of magical piercing damage. I'm then going to action surge. I'm going to make both of these Deadeye shots, giving me advantage on both of them. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm going to make one of them a Deadeye shot, and we'll see what happens with it.
Right.
Meaning I get advantage on the roll, and I'm going to do another sharpshooter shot, and this is with the magic blaster. That is a natural 20!
Nice.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so that is automatically...
This is with your magical gun too, right?
This is with my magical gun, so that's
I gotta
automatic.
say, top 5 natural 20, like natural 20.
That was good. That was...
Think you are. I am.
Unfortunately, it's not one of the bombaster bullets, but it's still 17 automatically plus 6, 23 points of magical piercing damage. And then I'm going to fire again. Oh, that is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
This is non-magical damage. It is a 10 plus 7, 17, halved to 8 points of damage total, and I need him to make a strength saving throw, please.
All right.
Oh, this is huge.
Oh, disadvantage from Hex.
That's just
Stability
check.
check.
Ability check.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
So if it was like a grapple or something, he would be fucked. But
Yeah, no, this was I was trying to do a disarm.
I know
shot.
Hex is weird that
I
way.
was trying to get that sword out of his hands. All right, that's my full kit and caboodle there. That's all my actions and bonus actions. That's all
nice.
I can do.
All right. Gabe is going to use a legendary action to shadow step to here.
I'm guessing you can't do attacks of opportunity. Which
No.
Shadow step. I'm down.
It is Petra's
You-
turn.
You get 15 points of temporary
Don't
HP.
say you're not my mom. Sorry.
You get 15 points of temporary HP, Zach.
Oh, thank you so much.
A thought occurs to me as I'm getting my shit rocked by these what are called blights in the game. Is that I have carried an item with me that is made for dealing with blights.
Oh yeah.
And I know this to have been effective against other blights in the past. And I don't know. I could go on a limb and take an action, but maybe there's a roll I could do to
Yeah.
like
Okay.
see.
Yeah. Make a Arcana check.
Great.
Sure. Yeah. That is an 18.
Okay, these sun rays here are clearly like spawned from the sword, and you can tell that Gabe is incredibly injured and is like using the sword in a way that's the sword is not made to be used, and it is creating these things. Gabe is like leeching some sort of energy from the sword, but it still looks very, very injured. These sun rays are definitely susceptible as blights.
Ooh.
You're 100% sure.
Because it's really cool. What I'm going to do is take the Golthius staff from the satchel on my back, which has been there the whole time.
Yep.
And looking at all these wraiths and looking at Gabe as he stands above me, I take the staff and with just one action, crack it over my leg, which does the following. If the staff is broken or burned to ashes, its wood releases a terrible, inhuman scream that can be heard at up to a range of 300 feet. All blights that can, all the blights that can hear the scream immediately wither and die.
You take the Golthias staff, which is this kind of blackened, spongy wooden staff that leaks this weird black smoke. You can feel its less than pious abilities. It is clearly created by something very evil.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're about to crack it over your knees, you hear a voice in your head, clearly from Besheba.
Yeah.
And Besheba says,
Yes.
Oh, you fucking made a deal with the devil, you idiot!
We are dealing with the consequences of your character.
You're right. This is literally a whole battle built around my
we are
dead
we are
character.
fighting Satan, which is your character.
Besheba,
Yeah.
the doomed deceiver, whispers in your ear from some place you can't see, and she says, "Oh, what a waste to such a powerful item. I don't think I would do that if I were you." Now, Petra,
Yes.
you are not magically compelled to follow
Right.
her directions, is what I'll say to you. That's all she says to you.
That's it. Oh, that's so much worse than having to like roll to like.
I know.
Come on, Sophie.
I mean,
Make the interesting choice.
whatever choice you want, I trust your judgment.
Is it gonna get worse?
I think like So I think like
I think you're gonna kill him next round. Your turn is next.
Yeah.
it's true. I mean, like this is like I'm giving my action basically to.
Well, I was talking to Eric.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I think like I like raise the staff up and like as I bring it down, like I am like feeling the resistance, not just of the wood, but of like Bathsheba's like kind of will in me, and like feel my arms like go weak almost. And I struggle as I like feel it kind of like start to crack
Get her
across
outta
my
here.
thigh. I know I have to look her in the eye while I like, but knowing that this is like protecting my friends and protecting the people around me, like whatever consequences Matt making, like all of these versions of myself and Bathsheba come up on the screen is so fucked.
Yep.
Thank you for twisting this knife. This is great, D&D. Whatever consequences Bathsheba has for me, whatever she's going to take away from me from doing this, I can save a lot of people in this town and my friends. And that's something that I like wish that I had the strength to do 10 years ago, and let her punish me how she's going to punish me, take from me what she's going to take. Don't shake your fucking head at me, Michael. And I like feel the wood splinter and crack as it like shatters on my thigh.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Golthias staff shatters, and there's this blood-curdling scream that the staff itself emits. Reverberates throughout the valley. Suddenly, the flames of the nearby buildings just drowned out by this incredible noise, and these sun rays that are surrounding you screech in a matching high-pitched tone before just being completely destroyed.
Oh my
All of them.
gosh.
Huge.
Is it just all the ones within 30 feet? So the ones around the outside are still there?
It's 300 feet.
That's the entire city, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which is why I was like, no, I have to do the nuke. Like, she can punish me if she needs to, but
Wow, that's huge.
there is a bonus action that I would like to do also. If
Okay. Well, as soon as you crack the staff over your knee, you immediately feel the life drain from you. And you look down at your hands, and they're stone cold gray. And suddenly you don't feel yourself breathing anymore. You don't feel the joy that you had in those moments that you were human, and even the emotion of I can save all of these people if I do this. Even that is just dull.
Oh.
It's like your edge is just completely sanded off.
Holy smokes.
I think the bonus action that I would like to do is to fall to my knees then. And just kind of like feel the sink of that, and like not even feeling like the emotions of that, just like empty. The cold, the like flitter of like, damn, like it's gone again. Like,
yeah. It's
just
almost
like,
worse to have it back and then take
like
it
a
away.
gray undead tear kind of like roll down my cheek.
Turns to dust.
All right, Gabe is going to use another legendary action right now.
Of course he is.
When does not to be that person, when does the whisper thing take effect?
Oh, it's a bonus action on his turn, so.
Okay. It's not like an automatic thing.
Yep.
Thank God.
Gabe is going to use a legendary action to look at you, Petra, on your knees. You're just like literally on your knees right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try to take your holy symbol. So I essentially need a let's see.
Athletics?
Dex
contested. You can make athletics or acrobatics.
That would be
against
Hex. If it's strength.
It is strength. He will have a disadvantage.
Nice.
That's true. Yeah. You can use acrobatics or athletics. He's going to use a disadvantaged strength check.
It is a natural 20.
Oh, shoot.
You see him reach out to grab it,
Yeah.
and you pulled away.
This feels like the one last,
we are
like,
yucking
thing that I can,
Matt's
like,
yum right now.
hold on to. And it almost feels like, yeah, maybe like a little like, no. I thought I had nothing left to lose, like right there in this moment. And like, no, I can sink deeper.
Amazing. Gabe fails in this moment, looks around, all of these sun rays around him gone. There's a sec for the first time since you've seen him here. There's a second where he's clearly contemplating and not just kind of blindly acting. Ismark, it is your turn.
Okay. Do you do advantage +1, or is that not a thing in your DM repertoire?
Is that if you have double advantage, you get a +1?
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I like
It's
it.
fine.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Then I will go here, and I will recklessly attack Gabe. So it'd be flanking plus reckless.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I asked. I'm gonna roll some.
It's something I added in campaign 3.
Nice. I like it.
First attack
It also works with double disadvantage, so you get minus.
is gonna be a 20.
It stacks. Each advantage is +1 each. Yeah.
28. I really should
Hits.
start using my -5. So that's gonna be still lightning damage.
Do you have Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's my sharpshooter. It's the same thing.
So it's gonna be 3, 6, 8, 14, 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again.
And yours
That's
is
a natural 20!
Yeah! Say it like I did!
Chat. So that's going to be automatically 18 points of damage. And then if it's another, I can reroll that one. It's a 2, so 5, 7, 9, 15, 17 plus 18 is 35 points of damage.
You strike Gabe, and he drops to a knee in the ash-covered street. There's smoke rising all around him as the flames are devouring all the buildings. The sun, you think, as you look up, but it's not the sun. Something else. Some radiant beam
I've never seen the sun.
pierces the clouds and touches Gabe. For the first time, you can see in his eyes that he is human in some way. At least partially. And he's tired, and he's sad, and he's free. Zach. Gabe, there's a moment. Of course, Gabe has fallen. And you are in control of your actions, as Gabe is in control of his actions, but to a degree that is, narrow-minded, filled with hate. The hate has consumed his head. But as Gabe lies here, dying on the street of the village, he looks and sees Petra, and you recognize Petra. And you realize that this is your last moment. What do you do?
Oh! I fall to a knee. And I look up at Ismark in anger. Pure rage. One thing that has never changed is I don't like being bested. And that's when I look around and I see the flames and I hear the screams. I see these people suffering. I see the rage that Ismark has towards me. And as I look at Ismark, I hear the father's scream briefly. Force it away. I just look at Ismark and I nod. And then fall to my other knee. And I slowly, stumbling, turn around to look at Petra, who has also fallen to her knees. And I see Petra as the shell of the woman that I knew her as. Petra being the person that I knew before anybody else, even Teddy. And I limp on one knee over, getting closer, blood pouring out of my wounds. I reach out and I put an arm on the back of Petra's neck and I bring her forehead to mine. And I hear the screams. I feel the flames, but it dies down in this moment as I have Petra here with me. And I just say, I'm not scared anymore. Thank you. And I take the sun sword. And I have the handle in my right hand, the blade floating above my left. And I turn to give the handle to Petra. But before she can grab it, I shove the sword into my chest. And then I smile. And I look up. And I see the sun hitting my face. And as I close my eyes, I swear I can smell Teddy. And I die with a smile as I collapse.
Gabe falls to the ground. His blackened wings disappear, and his blackened armor sizzles away. And he's just looks like a man in rags on the ground. The sun sword clatters to the ground. Just a hilt now. The blade is gone. Petra, you felt nothing more than cold anger.
To watch me do all of that, Matt, and to say that Petra felt nothing is so good.
One
cold
turn
anger.
So
earlier.
crushing.
And we are out of combat. You can see with the sun wraiths gone, Yevgeny pulls some of the people out of this burning building. Looks like others have taken the time to help out. Yara pulls a few over, and you can see that there's now 30 or 40 people kind of gathered in this main square, and it's become kind of like a triage space. Ismark, you shrink back down to normal size, and you recognize all of these people. In fact, a lot of them come up to you and thank you. And after a few minutes, you can tell that a few people died from being burned in the houses, but Petra's act saved many, many lives. The town is probably a fourth completely destroyed, but no more than that.
Oz like swaggers, saunters on up, and he kind of like kicks Gabe. All right, is that it? Are we done?
With Gabe. But the real fight is yet to come.
Petra. What happened? Like, she looks visibly different
Sick,
to us,
right? Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you need to sit down?
It's gone again. And I kneel forward and, like, taking the hilt of the sun sword, draw it out from Gabe's chest.
To your hands, it just looks like a broken sword. It's a, not that that's, incredible hilt. It is pretty, rudimentarily made. But even in your hand, you can feel it. The warmth of the sun should come through your body, but there's no warmth in your current state.
I take the blade and, like, or the hilt, and, like, looking at it, like, it feels like I should feel that warmth, and, like, I know that I'm no longer now, like, capable, and I walk up to Ismark and I push it into him, like, I'm too cold to use it.
Oh, God. I mean, I'll hold it. Just to help. What is it? It's what Gabe was using?
It's the weapon that we need.
That right there is the sun sword. It's legend in these parts.
I would know about the sun sword then. Do I know about the sun sword?
Make a history check.
Tom, do you know about the sun sword?
See, you don't ask, you just make a character decision that
2.
you know, and Matt will let you.
2.
Unfortunately, you shouldn't have rolled because you have no idea.
Tom, do you know what this thing is?
Tom looks to you kind of wide and goes, I survived. I thought for sure I was gonna die.
I gotta say, Tom, you're a brave. You're much braver than you look. You're a brave man, and you should hold your head up high, because that was not an easy thing what you did.
I don't
Even
look
if you
brave.
didn't really do
I can't
anything,
argue.
but
I can't argue.
Really?
It was brave, Tom.
Thank you, Oz. Aw. What do you want me to look up?
what's this thing?
Oh,
It's the
sword?
sun sword, yeah.
he
Strahd's
opens-
brother made it.
opens up his
it doesn't
his
work.
book. And he says,
Need batteries?
I don't know. I think it's like related to the Morning Lord, and it's some sort of religious artifact, I think.
All right, I'll keep it. Keep it. Thank you, Petra. Something's
Can I
really
use
wrong
this
with
sword?
Petra.
She looks like she did before.
Yeah. What you did, Petra, saved. I don't even countless lives. May have saved the whole town. May have saved all our lives.
Petra is, like, no longer listening. I'm just, like, staring up at Castle Ravenloft in the distance.
Oh! Fudge! Mom's watching.
As you stare up, Petra, can you make a perception check?
Strahd's up there, just flipping the bird.
Just
Just a little Strahd.
Fuck you! God damn it! Is 13 perception check.
Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
You have fucked up now.
You see a
So funny.
giant swarm of bats take off from one of the towers of the Castle Ravenloft and like blacken the sky for a second before they disperse out over all the lands.
How far away are they?
Well, they're coming from Castle Ravenloft, which is like 400 feet up in the sky from you.
I have a range of 320 feet. So never mind.
Unfortunately, too far. Yes. Piddlewick runs over to you, Proximus, and jumps in your form of dread arms, I guess.
I'm
are you
coming.
still-
My ribs
yeah,
are.
okay.
Yeah, no, my ribs are back in my body now.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's good. He jumps in your arms.
Piddlewick, that's a lot of fire you just survived.
Oh shit! Yeah, you made it wood, man.
Climbs down from your arms and does like a little like jig.
I'll do a half-hearted jig. It's not really. My heart isn't really. That's.
Proximus, I'm sorry. I know that you wanted to talk to Gabe.
Oh, I can still talk to him. I would like to go up to Gabe's corpse and cast Speak with Dead.
Oh,
Nice. Cool. Okay.
Sorry if this is weird for anybody that knew this man.
It's
I'm
just his
sorry.
body. It's just the memory his body had, really.
Petra, you might want to. Petra's not really paying attention.
That's right. I don't think cares about anything at the moment.
Okay. Speak with dead. You can ask what 5 questions or something
Yes.
like that? Okay. Gabe's eyes open.
Why did you make me?
Good question.
Gabe responds and says, to atone for a past sin.
What was my intended purpose?
Gabe responds and says, to live when others have died.
Am I just your experiment?
Maybe. I'm sorry that you think that way.
Is that 3 or 4?
It's 3.
It's 3.
Did you create my soul or did you steal it from someone else?
I did not steal it. Your soul is unique.
You're you.
Did you ever care about me?
Yes. I care a lot. I want you to live the life that I couldn't.
Well, that was 5 and that's it.
His eyes closed.
Proximus, if it makes you feel any better, you just had confirmed for you that you're having an experience just like every other humanoid out here. What the hell is our purpose?
Yeah.
We were all just put here, created here. It's up to you to figure out what to do with it.
Welcome to being a real human.
I guess so. But you would think that actually getting to ask my creator why he created me. Well, no, I just don't feel like they give a lot of closure. I thought I would get answers, and it would be like, you are alive because you are to go here and do this thing, and I don't know.
Well, now you
I
get
don't
to
know.
decide.
Hey, what do you want to do?
You want to start a traveling actor troupe with Piddlewick?
Well, like, on paper, that's a great idea, but I don't think Barovia has a really high demand for theater. Especially like storefront theater. I don't know if
Once
the
we
people would
kill
really come
Strahd,
out for that.
maybe that's gonna be a market that needs to move in.
I don't know. That's a lot of upstart of a business, and I just don't really see a demand for it. Like, what would we do?
I have never
guess,
tried
we
to
have a
help
lot
someone
of.
this much. I need you to take something.
I just feel I'm having an existential crisis. A few days ago, I just was like a silly little guy doing my life, and now I have a whole lot of questions. And I was a my body is my body, but it's also Piddlewick, and I'm a doll, but I'm not a doll, and Piddlewick's family thinks that I am Piddlewick, and they don't know that he is really him. And then just, my brain hurts.
Proxy, if it makes you feel better, I still think you're a silly little guy.
That does make me feel a little bit better,
Yevgeny and Yara are kind of helping some of the crowd. You see a woman, maybe in her mid-20s, that you would know Ismark. Her name is Priscilla. She's townsfolk in the town. She grew up here. You see her come up to you, and she goes, "Thank you so much. I didn't think you would come back, but you came when we needed you most. Thank you."
Of course, Priscilla, get in here. How's your mother?
Oh, my mother's okay. I ran back in to save her, and luckily those things disappeared.
Yeah, of course I came back. I was always gonna come back. This is and forever will be my town.
Some of the people cheers to that in the streets. There's a little bit of a celebration, but there's obviously some mourning going on here as they put out the fires. You see Priscilla walk up to Tom and say, "Hey Tom, I saw you like pretty brave back there."
OMG.
Tom goes, "Wow, yeah, I ran right in there."
Couldn't have done it without him, and I'm gonna walk away a little bit and give him some space.
Priscilla says, "Can I know you've been gone for a while. Can I show you something?" Tom goes, "Oh yeah." She takes him by the hand and
His voice has dropped a couple octaves.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can show me something.
she like leads him down one of the alleyways by hand.
Where's Fangorn and Francesca?
Fangorn and Francesca, you can see are make a perception check. Actually, you can see them, but you might see other stuff.
10 plus 17.
You see Fangorn and Francesca are kind of just outside the city limits. In fact, Francesca is helping some people that are like recovering, like, you know, smoke inhalation and some burns and stuff. Sangzorn, you can tell Sangzorn wants so bad to just start ramming these people, but it's behaving.
Okay.
Just like these like injured citizens.
Watch your goat.
I love him so much.
Giant goat. You also see coming down the road is a carriage that is a carriage that you recognize to be from Castle Ravenloft, and it is being pulled by two brilliant white horses with no driver that you can ascertain. And you see it just kind of like park right at the city entrance, and the door to the carriage opens to reveal it empty inside.
Those horses are new, aren't they? I thought it was.
Yes, yeah. These look like actual horses before.
Yeah, last time there was like not some weird shit going on with that.
Am I the only one that sees this?
Yes, because of your vantage point.
No, I did canonically say I got down and kicked Gabe.
Oh yes, that's true. Okay, you know, in that case, I think all of you can see it. Well, you know,
that's fair.
I'll start telling people to like get behind me and get back away from the carriage.
All right.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a ride, and I'm just gonna start walking over to it.
What? What do you
mean? We have a ride?
Well, we're gonna go fight Strahd, right?
Today?
Now?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, Ismark very much almost was killed.
I could use a nap. I could do it after a nap.
We'll nap
Yeah.
on the way.
I don't know if it's an hour or a carriage ride.
Listen, I'm getting in this carriage. You can get in it with me or not. And
Okay, goodbye.
Why would you get into it? Let's see if somebody comes out of it. You have no
Have a
idea.
lovely
He
trip
said it opened. He
alone.
said it opened up to an empty carriage.
Yeah, it looks empty.
If he wanted to kill us, he would do it in a million different ways.
You're right. But if I see him, I think I might attack him, and I think I would die if I attacked him at this.
I would as well.
Well, then I will report back. And I just turn heel and I keep walking to the carriage.
Can somebody
goodbye,
grab
Oz.
Petra? I'll grab Petra if you'll let me.
Yeah, I think like in the quiet moment of like dealing with like the town stuff, Petra would find like be looking at the castle, know that she needs like her full strength to take this on, close her eyes, and like find a part of her to kind of like exude this like I'm sorry. I know that's not what you wanted, but I felt like I needed to. I will need your help if we're going to fight him. Please, I pray to you, Beshpa. As I said I would. Lend me your strength for this one last push.
The response that you get is simple. You're mine. Always remember that. Yevgeny walks up to you, Ismark, and he's got like burns on his face. He looks like he took some damage, but he's fine. And he goes, "Hey there, how's it going? Good job in the battle and all that stuff."
Thanks for getting those citizens to safety. That was really brave jumping into a burning building.
Yeah, I guess, or whatever. I wouldn't have done that if I was like 20. I'm about to die anyway, so.
That's a
old
good
man.
point. That's a good point.
Listen, I think, Yara and I are gonna stay behind here and kind of help with some of the people.
Oh, shit.
I don't want you to think that we're abandoning you for the last part of this, but
No, they, I don't want to say they need you more than I do. Not that you're not an integral part of the team, but I think your services could be used here more than...
listen, I know I'm secondary. That's fine. I don't give a shit.
To Yara, yeah, for sure, you're secondary.
Oh, yeah, well. He pats you on the back and walks off. You can see Yara nods at you from afar as she's like helping do some medicine checks on people. You see Tom and Priscilla walk out of the
I was about to call Tom with thaumaturgy, like, Tommy!
He appears. He looks a little frazzled, and he goes, "Hey, yo!" Gives you finger guns. Woohoo!
You have
That
never
was
done
fast.
finger guns at all. Are you okay? Did she possess you back there? You all right, buddy?
You could say that.
You were only gone for like a minute.
Priscilla says, "We didn't even do anything, Tom. I just showed you."
What did you show him?
Well, there's a park that we used to play at. I mean, it's small, but just want to show him that the tree is still there. Tom goes, "Yeah, we saw it." He looks at Priscilla and says, "I think I need to go to Castle Ravenloft to kill Strahd now, so I'll be back for you." She goes, "Okay." She gives him a hug. He looks at you, Ismark. "Okay, I'm ready. We doing this?"
Yeah, get in the carriage, Tom. You're a real hero.
He walks over to the carriage. There's a real strut in his step. What do the rest of you do? Do you...
I mean, begrudgingly get into the carriage, I guess. We're all getting in there.
I would start to head towards the carriage, seeing everyone else go there, and then I quickly double back and run back to Gabe and just give him a little kiss on the forehead. Thank you for everything, I suppose. I'm sorry I didn't get to know who you were. And then I'll...
You skitter back.
I was gonna say!
You realize in this moment, Proximus, that Arabelle is not here.
Oh.
You get the feeling that she left the city at the beginning there when she gave you that portent die.
I knew she was being weird.
She was like, no matter what happens.
It's very quiet.
You all climb into the carriage that seats 4 there's 5 of you with Tom and Piddlewick. It's a little crowded.
Piddlewick sits on a lap though. Piddlewick doesn't take it.
I can fold myself up easily though.
Can I go up to Francesca
fold
before
Tom
we
up pretty
leave?
easily.
Yes.
I'm like compact luggage.
That's nice of you for saving these people.
She nods. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a hero. I was just here.
Francesca, will you watch Sangzorn for me?
Yes. I think Sangzor and I get along somewhat.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, of course.
Will you wait for me?
She takes a second. She's clearly surprised by that question. She takes a second, but not too long, and says, of course. I'll be here.
Reaches out and he grabs her hand and he takes off his sunglasses, and there's no smile. There's just a beat up kid looking at her. And he takes her hand up to his scarred mouth and he kisses the back of her hand. And then he clears his throat, puts on his sunglasses, turns heel, and walks back to the carriage.
Goat's not coming?
Goat's not coming. We all gotta protect our own.
That's true. That's true.
You see a 60-pound rabbit appear from the edge of the forest. It edges kind of closer, hops, and it's like right next to the carriage. You know, it's tall enough that it can see inside.
You wanna go kill a vampire?
It jumps in.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oz, by the way, does not jump into the carriage. He jumps into the driverless seat.
Okay, cool, yeah.
He doesn't like take the reins or anything. He just like gets in the driver's seat and like puts his hand behind it. All right, are we all ready to go?
60-pound rabbit is huge.
This
Knock on the top, just doom doom on the top of the roof.
as you're traveling by carriage, it's nice inside the actual carriage. There's a bottle of expensive wine here that's is unopened. If you want to partake,
Usually that's a save it for a weapon.
Oh.
Just bash Strahd over the head like we were christening a ship.
Well, you can bash him over the head with an empty bottle. Cork it.
All right. Tom's like, I'll take some. I ain't gonna need to be drunk for this.
Hold on, let me test it. I'm gonna take a swig, see if it's poisoned.
You don't think it's poisoned, and it's incredible wine. You see Wizard of Wine's winery label on it, which has not been in function for a while.
I take a gulp, and then realizing how good it is, I take like a couple more gulps, and I hand it to Tom.
Tom drinks, hands it to Petra, and he goes, "Can you drink?" Or
Tom.
I'm sorry.
Tom.
He hands it to Proximus. Can you drink? Can any of you drink?
Tom.
I'm sorry. Hands it to the rabbit.
Just
Can you
hold it
drink?
out. Tom.
He hands it the bit away. Can you drink?
I can
Good
drink.
luck, we'll try.
You're the smartest person I know, but you're also a fucking idiot.
That's
He
beautiful.
laughs at that. The skies.
Do I
begin
see
to-
any ravens following us?
Actually, yes. You would have actually, before you left, seen that the raven that helped you at one point turned into Brahm, who was the child of the Martikovs who ran the Blue Water Inn. You briefly met Bray and Brahm, the two twins, who were just
Yeah.
like kids. Well, I guess Oz didn't meet them.
Yeah.
But you do know that the Martikov family, from your time in Ark and Vostold, had told you that Bray and Brahm, now 20, are, leading or actively leading some sort of rebellion against Strahd.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
But you, in fact, do see there's a few ravens that are flying close by, keeping an eye on you.
I just wave at them.
The skies open up, begin to pour cold rain.
Oh,
Everyone's
fuck, I
fine
can't go
except for
inside
Oz.
now. I look like a wuss.
The trip is somber and maybe reflective.
Yeah.
It is harrowing. You can see the castle come closer and closer, looming larger and larger. It is an incredible feat, this building. Some of you have been in here before. I think just Petra. But it some of the tallest towers rise far into the sky, and there are balconies high up that overlook the front of the castle. You can see large windows illuminated with bright lights. The wagon pulls up to the front gates of Castle Ravenloft, and you do not see anyone, Oz, but the wrought iron gates slowly open. And the wagon kind of trundles along with these white horses through the muddy courtyard and stops. And you find yourself in the front courtyard of Castle Ravenloft. There are sporadic bolts of lightning in the sky, followed by thunder. You see there are some torches that are lit at the front of the front gates or door of the castle itself. Two giants, massive, ornately decorated doors, wide open. You can see inside to the main opening room of the castle, briefly lit by flickering light. And you see up above, standing at one of the balconies overlooking you, maybe 6 stories up, darkened figure, the cape, that looks down at you, Oz, for a second, then disappears back into the bowels of the castle. That's where we're going to end it.
Holy shit, dude.
Was that a short rest? Was that about a short rest length?
I'll give you a short rest.
Yeah! Natural 20!
Natural 20! I want that.
Yeah.
I want that little clip of you as like my ringtone when I get a text.
I mean, yeah, we got to go back and record that.
Yeah, that was good.
Wow,
find
thank
it.
you all.
Yes, that was a great session. That was an
Amazing,
entertaining
man.
battle.
Oh, Gabe has such a fucking sad story, bro.
And now it's over.
You're mean.
He's died multiple times.
That's true.
This is probably this is a more uplifting death.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But if we kill Strahd, won't it not reset again?
If we kill Strahd, probably won't reset.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway,
Who knows?
Well, thank you all for playing.
Thank
Great
you, Matt.
session.
Thank you,
Very
Matt.
fun. We are getting down to this is it.
I mean, is
This
the
is
next
it.
session the last session?
No, probably
Okay.
not.
Okay, good.
I mean, maybe it might
The
be.
castle's massive. I will say,
okay.
well, from what I know about this, like
We're gonna be in the castle for like 6 in real
based
life.
on how long it took us to get through the tomb.
Yeah, okay. Is it similar to that? Yeah.
I mean, it's-
Yeah. I don't know how many sessions, but
Probably
Two.
not.
This is the last
at least 2.
little arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was session 40, so I mean,
Yeah.
but we're
Wow.
getting down to
God.
it.
Wow.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
so since this is we're going into our last little bit, so
No.
like just one final level up,
Nope.
right?
Nope. Nope. You might still level up at some point, but definitely not right now.
Alright,
Just find a bunch of rats and start killing rats.
Grind
Looks-
on rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Grind
thank
on
you
rats.
all.
Band name. Mark it.
Grind-
Well, the rat
oh,
grinders from Fantasy Heart.
but in this case, would be bats.
Thank
Thank you
Grind on
all, and of course, everyone say. Just don't say anything. Just leave solemnly.
Just don't say anything. Leave
Just
solemnly.
leave solemnly.